This is the variable pot resistance. It has three terminals, first, second and third. Value mentioned on this variable pot, that is 1 mega ohm. If you have a different types of the different variable pots, there might be the different values mentioned. Either it can be a 10 kilo ohm or 100 ohm or 1 mega ohm. The range which you needed you can take. This variable pot can be used as a fixed resistor as well as a variable resistor. If I would like to use it as the variable resistance, then I have to connect any of the side terminal with the center one. Either this first and second or this second and third. For example, you can see in this variable pot, this is also having value 1 mega ohm. Here I have connected this first and second and third terminal. Either we can connect first and second or second and third. Here you can see the second and third terminals are interconnected. Those have been shorted. You can see from the back side, these two terminals are internally connected. We have connected in this way, and this one is the separate. When we are connecting this two terminal, when we are shorting this two terminal and keeping this one constant, or we are shorting these two terminals and keeping this one separate, in that case this will work as a variable resistance. Whenever I will be using this variable pot and I am wearing its a knob, its resistance will vary from its minimum value to the maximum value. Its minimum value will be nearly 0 ohm and its maximum value will be nearly 1 mega ohm. Minimum value cannot be 0 ohm as this contains its own resistance of its metal, its wire, etc. This is also the variable pot. In this variable pot, if you can see, I have connected this first terminal with the wire and this third terminal separately with the wire. The second terminal I have left as it is. I am not using this second terminal. It means this variable pot will be working as the constant resistor value. This will give me the value which is nearly 1 mega ohm. You may not able to vary this value. Let us see using it by multimeter. This is the multimeter. I have taken a range of the resistance. Here I am keeping it as this one is having a value in terms of the mega ohm. I am keeping this a multimeter on 2 mega ohm range. When I am connecting terminals of this multimeter with this variable pot, you can see here just now value of the resistance is nearly 1 mega ohm. Now if I am moving this variable pot in any of the direction, whether a clockwise or anti-clockwise, you can observe that in the multimeter the value remains nearly 1 mega ohm. There is no much change in the value of the resistance because this first terminal and third terminal is connected in a separate manner. Second terminal is left as it is. Now instead of this variable pot, I am connecting this pot for which center one and side one is interconnected and this one has been kept separate. Let us see what happens with this. Here if I will be moving on the side where I have connected both these terminals, then I'll able to get the maximum amount of the resistance, that is approximately 1 mega ohm. If I'll be moving this in the clockwise direction, that is towards this terminal, that is towards this separate terminal, if I am moving, you can observe in the multimeter that the value of the resistance reduces slowly. And once I have moved it fully, we can observe that in the mega ohm it shows a 0 ohm, but if we move towards the kilo ohm or a 20 kilo ohm or ohm, you can see that certain minimum amount of a resistance is visible over here. This is on 2 kilo ohm. If I am keeping it on the ohm, then it shows the value that is somewhere around 2 or 3 ohm. That is the minimum resistance of this variable pot. So here this one I have connected by the any of the adjacent terminals with the center one, and one I have kept separate. So this variable pot or this pot we can use as a variable resistance or as a constant resistance.